interstate commerce. This is kind of where we got in a lot of trouble. The Constitution gives Congress the authority to regulate interstate commerce, or as it says there, to regulate commerce among the several states. Now, that makes perfect sense to me, and I'm fine with that. It's been abused, and I'm not for the abuse of that principle. But the reason that this was done was, back then, they wanted to make the U.S. a free trade zone. After the Revolutionary War was over, and we created the Articles of Confederation, when someone was trying to bring boots from Philadelphia down to Richmond, when they crossed the Virginia state line, they were stopped there, and someone would charge them a pretty hefty tariff. And then, you know, if he bought some stuff and brought it back up to Philadelphia, the same thing. So it kind of compartmentalized the economies, and you didn't have a lot of trade going on. And so they said, you know what, we kind of want this country to be able to ship goods back and forth and not have this happen. And so what do? They said Congress is going to regulate interstate commerce. But it wasn't, quite frankly, designed to give Congress a secret door through which they could grab power to regulate the details of our lives and to regulate our businesses. That's effectively what they've done, is they've created this doctrine. It kind of reaches its high watermark. A very funny case, forgive me, I'm a constitutional lawyer, so this is what I do. But this one, this is proof that people in judiciary were smoking crack during the Depression. Because in Wickard v. Filburn, there was a farmer who, his farm was all within one state. And he grew corn, and he fed the corn to pigs that he slaughtered, and he ate the bacon. He didn't sell any of it to anybody. He sold other things, but this particular stuff was all within his farm. And the court at that time ruled it was interstate commerce. And their rationale was, well, of course it's interstate commerce, because if he eats bacon that he's grown, it means he's not buying bacon for someone else. And there's a very high probability that the bacon he buys from somebody else might actually be from Nebraska instead of Iowa. Then it would be interstate commerce. Well, if that's interstate commerce, then everything is interstate commerce. You coming here tonight was interstate commerce. You may live next door, but it's still interstate commerce because you could have gone to North Carolina if you wanted to, and you didn't. You came here. You see what I'm saying? I mean, that's absurd. Everything is interstate commerce under that definition. Now, fortunately, in the Lopez case, one I know that my good friend knows a lot about because it dealt with guns and school zones. The court said, wait a minute, you can't just kind of play this game that everything's interstate commerce. That's nuts. And they took a step back.